Hello everybody, this is Greg29407 back with another edition of Shroud of the Avatar. Well, here we are with Killdozer right outside the town of Jaanaford. If you can tell from our little mini map, we are in the South Pallidus region, and we are going to do the third and final of the low-level mines that we've been working on the last couple of episodes. This one is called the Broken Echoes Silver Mine, and it is in Jaanaford. It also has a back door into this little thing here, this South Broken Road, which is an adventure level, which is right along here. So let's go ahead and enter into Jaanaford. We'll go ahead and get this thing started. Jaanaford is pretty good. It's a small town, but it has a kind of a similar style to Kiln, but it has a really big river that runs through it and around the little town, and some nice waterfalls and that kind of thing. It's a really nice little town. I like it quite a bit. So here we are at the entrance of the town, and you can see we're down here. And if we go straight ahead here, we'll go right to the downtown part, the central area. We're not going to do that though. We're going to hang it right over here and take this little side road, and it's going to take us down to the base of the waterfall that's down here. And in this particular case, the Satyrs, or Satyrs, I don't know how to pronounce it exactly, they've been mining in there, and they're having a little bit of problems. They need our help. And so the other thing is we're going to get a piece of virtue armor, just like we did in the previous two. Before we got some leather armor, and we got some cloth armor from the previous two. We're going to get plate armor in this one. This will be a chest piece like it was in the other two. And then there's also a plate helmet that's available in the Highvale Outskirts map. And I will take you, I wasn't going to take you through that because it's kind of long, but because it's so long and complicated, I'm going to show you the shortcut to how to get to it. And because believe me, it's a pain in the neck to do it. So let's talk to this satyr over here and see what he has to say to us. He is the steward of the Broken Echoes mine. I represent Broken Echoes Mining Company. Ho-ha! We need third-party moderator for labor dispute. Will you help, Tiny Human? Tiny Human, are you also brave? I need brave human to talk to Satyr Foreman for me, inside our Broken Echoes silver mine. Foreman sometimes gets agitated, which gets his miners agitated, who start rioting, and then production stops. Revolting miners is bad for business for everyone. Snort. You must stop the foreman at any cost so mining can resume. Ha-ho! So, yes, Tiny Human will smash all opposition. A satyr wants me to stop an agitated foreman in the Broken Echo silver mine. All right, so we are going to enter this. You can hear the background sounds pretty good there. I tell you, that was a loud waterfall. I hope you could hear what I was reading in there. We'll see. I was reading what he was saying anyway. So this mine is pretty cool. It's more open than the previous one, which was a lot of narrow little tunnels. A little bit more open. There are two main rooms and then two smaller rooms at the end where we had to meet with the foreman. So it's a little more straightforward, and but it's pretty enjoyable. I like this one. It's not too crowded or anything. Now the only problem is that you have satyrs. You also have those fauns. And fauns are a pain in the neck to fight because they can, confuse you and do all that stuff. And notice they're scattering. I don't want to have to run right now because I will run backwards because they put the confuse hex on me. I am going to hit my all my defenses here. I kind of hate killing these fawns because they're friendly little fellas when they're not being bossed around by these satyrs. But man, they're a pain in the neck to deal with. You don't take them out early, they will heal up the satyr. They'll mess you up so you can't get to them. It's a big mess. All right. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit and collect some points. I always need to be careful with this character to not go a little crazy and lose all my focus. There's a tendency to want to swing that mace or whatever, the mace or the battle hammer really fast, and that's never a good idea. So this is the entrance we came in at right here. We got this room. That's a dead end over here at All Water. This entrance right here actually takes us to the South Broken Road map. So we'll check this out pretty quick, and I'll show you on the on that map where it goes. It looks like the entrance from here is in the back of this South Broken Road map. Just from taking a quick look at it a little bit earlier. So there's some guys there. Let's see. Yeah, see, so we're way back here. Look like it's probably close to the back. There's some light here. Someone's shooting at me. Uh-oh, they're not going to let me in. What the heck? Alright. What's going on? Oh, wow. I got to keep the door in. Oh, that's weird. Okay. I didn't see that before. So the door is blocked up. Okay, that's interesting. So we'll go back into the mine and we'll continue on. So in this room that we were just in, I count as one of the quote-unquote big rooms. Obviously, it's not really that big. Continue on. I'm going to hit some of my little bonuses here. Okie doke. So there's some decent silver and copper ore in here. I'm not going to go through and bore you with my mining. I'm going to loot these guys. Again, always go for the fawns first. Ah, he healed himself. Little twerp. Quite a few of these guys in here. Again, we're going to be overpowered for this mission, but as you can see, they're not super overpowered. And what we're going to find in the final room, too, is, especially if you're for low level, I mean, geez Louise, I lost half my health on that thing. We need to use the environment, especially in the last room, to our advantage. Holy moly, that was loud. Sorry about that. What's going to happen is that we're going to get to a final room with quite a few enemies. And it's a big room. These guys don't want to fight. It's a really big room. And they spread out and shoot arrows and fire. And in that case, I mean, they're green to us, so they're not really that dangerous. But because it's for them and they keep firing on you and there's such a big room, they can do a lot of damage. So we always got to be careful. We want to be smart on that. use the environment to our advantage. We're going to try and find some nooks and crannies to hide in to bring them to us, and kind of fight that way. Turn my powers off just to get my health back up a little bit. So this is the second big room. This room is really, really huge. It's really cool looking too. It's the remains of an old mine that they've reopened, of course. And you can walk along these tracks and stuff. See, it goes way down here and stuff. I think this map is really, really very clever, really neat looking. It's not overdone. It seems to be about the right amount of stuff in it without being kind of overly done. Like, oh, we're gonna throw in everything in the kitchen sink into this thing, and they said we're gonna build a mine, an old style mine with enemies in here, and that's what they did, and it's really neat. I like it. If I can get over that rock. Satyrs are supposed to be kind of like Klingons in this game, but boy, they kind of run away quite a bit. See, now I'm getting shot at by some other guy over here. See, now I got this magic on me. Dadgummit. You gotta be careful with the magic too in this room, because you can go off the edge if you're not careful. Oh, come back here, you old twerp. Come on. I generally try not to kill these fauns if they're by themselves and they don't have a satyr like bossing around and stuff, but oh, that was sad. Was that him like yelping in pain? Yikes. Sorry, little fella. Alright, let's loot some of these jokers. Lots of rope in this map. Some of you can't salvage, some of you can. Whenever you can, take the rope. I learned that from Elena Strongbow's videos. Elena is part of our Lunar Dragons guild, and he does a lot of really good videos on Shroud the Avatar, and I follow him quite a bit. He always says, grab these ropes. Whenever they're in these maps, just grab them. And it's true, because there are a lot of items require rope in parts of the recipes, and making rope is kind of expensive. So whenever you can, grab them. The bigger ropes you can't do in this one. So again, you see there's little bits of ore everywhere. So there's a little fawn, but he doesn't seem to be teamed up with anybody. This one, on the other hand, is, so let's kill him. Come back here, little fella. Come back here so I can kill you. Man, he's fast. Come on. No. That's a pitiful sound. Jeez. Again, what we're looking for is the foreman. These guys kind of run away a little too much. I thought these guys, since they're so tough, that they would just stand and fight no matter what. But they're kind of running. They're runners. What is that? There's some granite. So you can get granite down here as well. Now what we're hoping to find as we're down here is a key to get us into a special room, which is where we'll find the final boss and everything. Not so unexpected that would be the case. As we're going to go down below here in a few minutes. There's a lot of stuff all over here. This is a big area down here. I'm going to... Oh. poor guy sitting on the edge. I don't know. He's one wrong step and he's going over that edge. I don't know. That's kind of bad for him. At least we fell forward so we could loot him. There's a lot of stuff. These guys do produce the loot. So you'll be able to salvage a lot of stuff. There's a lot of copper over here. A lot of granite. Rope. 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 Again, I took Tiffany through this map earlier today, and I was mining everything, of course. And I came away with a lot of silver and copper. I was surprised. It was... I've been doing a lot of mining lately in anticipation for the Elysium mines to lose all its gold. So I'd go down there and spend like 2 or 3 hours mining. And I just did this little map for not that long, maybe half an hour or so. And I came out with, it wasn't enough to break the bank, but it was a decent amount of copper and silver. I was pretty happy with it. Let's sneak up on this dude. Bam! I should get extra bonus for sneaking up on him like that. Now, if you're low level or you just want to do some mining, this is a wide open area. All over here, there's the gate we're going to go through. You can go around here. There's going to be copper and silver all around here. You want to swim over that way. There are going to be some enemies over here, but also a decent amount of copper and silver as well. There's more silver. I'm going to take some of this silver because it's just too good to pass up. I'm kind of impressed by the amount of ore in here. You're going to have to fight hard with those, especially with the fauns and the satyrs, but they're going to reward you for it. Now let's see if we get that key yet. Yep, Broken Echo Silver Mine key. We got 2 of them, in fact. Oh, I got 2 Elven. I can go back to Blood River and get me some XP for that. Anyway, of course, since we're doing these mines, we're doing a lot of the entry-level stuff, and so I picked up quite a bit of experience points in this. All right, now this is the room I was telling you about. It's gonna be a little tough. There are 4 guys that are gonna attack us, and then followed by another 2 guys, and then there's the foreman. And these 4 guys are going to be tough because they're going to be coming at us from different directions. So, see that? They're attacking from every direction possible. I'm going to try and... It'd be good to get them for AoE, but they keep running away like the cowards that they are. Look at this guy. Holy moly. All right, Bowser. As I said, we want to be smart about it, and then I prove that I'm not being smart by just running after him. That's not the best way to do this. Oh, the coward got some backbone when I ran off. All right, here we go. Come back here. Days a ways. All right, now the little wooden door that's in the back is going to open up, and the other guy's going to pop out. That's the door over here. So if we get closer, that thing's going to open up. Let's see. Let's my stuff build up a little bit here. Especially my focus. I start fighting too fast. I want to kill these guys. Oh no, these guys are tough. I better fight them fast, and then it just goes through my focus way too much. All right. Loot this dude. And this will be like a satyr without any other title. And where is he? Yeah. And a mage. They generally come out by now. What's going on? Oh, there's the other guy. The 4th guy was up here. You gotta fight all 4 people up here. In here, and then those guys will come out of that room. jeez. I should probably get root on this character. Okay. Root would make sense. Here they are. Okay. Notice these guys are not kidding around. They are yellow to us. You know, try and kill the fire dude first. Yeah, so I don't know. This is if you're coming through here with a level 2 character, this is gonna be tough. This is not gonna be an easy fight. Okay, so that was bad. Wow. Now, the last thing you want to do is go in this next room and fight the foreman who's sitting over there. This is one of these things where, you know, the guy told you to stop the foreman. And even says in our little mission thing up here, stop the Broken Echoes foreman. Apparently that doesn't mean kill him. I killed this dude the first time I did it, and then when I went back, the guy goes, what are you doing? Why did you kill our foreman? I didn't want you to kill him. Why did you stop him? So, you know, the Satyrs are saying, hey, you've gone too far. That's kind of bad. So what we want to do is we want to talk to this guy. Okay, so why are you here, little flea? Terrace is very agitated, Snort. Miners are ready to fight over legitimate gripes. Okay. The mines are cold. Terrace and his miners want more heat. Ha-ho. All right, now our options are down here. Always want to answer like you would a Klingon. If you watch Star Trek, answer like a Klingon. So I'm going to say, seriously? Are you as frail as a human? Okay. Her, good point. But we have other gripes too. The mines are boring. We want to dance. I'm going to answer like a Klingon. If dance means fight, then let's tango. Terrace likes your attitude, little flea. You tell Steward if he says what I like, miners will get back to work. And now we have to return to the Steward. So that's the way you go. Now, if you answer either of those two questions incorrectly, which I did both times, so I killed the guy, went back, said, no, you can't kill him. I had to answer those two questions. I answered them wrong both times. You had to fight him and kill him. And then you had to sit around here and wait for all these guys back here to respawn. You got to fight the 4 guys here, then the 2 guys that come out of the room, and then talk to the foreman again. So now Tiffany, she was higher level than this character is by quite a bit. So it wasn't hard, but it was kind of a hassle. It was a pain in the neck. Plus, you feel kind of stupid because these satyrs are outsmarting you. But now we're going to just kind of go back the way we came. And collect our little reward. So again, this would be a pretty good map to, once you get through the main bad guys, like this. To just sit here and do some mining. Oh, he got me again with the confusion. Now what? Come on. I don't know who put me on that, but this little twerp is gonna die. No, no, no. No, no, please. Hey. No, 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 don't kill me. All right, let's go ahead and loot these. These guys, again, have a decent amount of stuff. Good amounts of gold. If they have some weapons, they generally have a decent number of them. Wow, this guy is a little heavy on his feet. Killdozer is not light on his feet with all this plate armor. Come on. Get over these rocks. Jeez Louise, let's go. Get a little bit more XP here. I think these satyrs run away more than any other bad guys in this game. I really do. Man. I wouldn't have expected that. I think I'd like fighting kobolds better. At least they talk about honor and junk. Wow, okay. Again, I don't think there's just one way of getting back to the entrance here. This is just the way we came in, so that's the way I'm following. I really do like this, the look of this armor that I've got, this clockwork armor. But it looks nice, but again, it is entry-level stuff. I don't have any real bonuses on here at all. And so I got these eternal patterns on here. What I'm thinking about doing is having Tiffany, who has like doing a lot of the blacksmithing and stuff, to make me some meteoric plate mail, and then I can salvage this stuff and put the eternal patterns on top of that and make it a lot tougher. I think it just kind of raise my damage resistance. I mean, damage resistance is really good already, but I think with the other stuff it would be even better, a little tougher. But that stuff can be a little bit expensive, so I'm thinking about it. I think I will do it, but again, some of that ore, the amount of ore you got to get for all that stuff, it can be a little pricey. If you're ever considering making some armor for yourself, any kind of armor, leather, cloth, chainmail, or plate, there is a town, it's a POT town that's nested in Solace. It's called, I think, Renzai. Renzai. When you first go into the Solace entrance, it's like one of the little covered wagons. You go in there, and there is a guy in there has created a museum to all the different armors. He's crafted every type of armor, and you can go in there and you can click on all the armor to see all the bonuses you get. The damage resistance and avoidance and everything like that. So you can compare one-on-one with your armor what it all does. It's really helpful. It's really cool. This guy, I wish I could remember his name. I may do a video where we go in there and visit his stuff. But he's done a fantastic job on there. Again, it's in the town of Renzai. And when you first walk in the entrance, it's towards the city center and then to the left. And it's a big house that has all this stuff in there. He has every item that he's crafted. And it's really cool the way he's got set up. Okay, so here's the steward again. Let's talk to him. You speak with broken echoes, foreman, tiny human. Is he going back to work? I'm going to say the foreman is going back to work. So we got 3,000 XP, 100 in gold, and the iron plate chest armor of courage. So there we go. All right. So that is that. I am going to pause the recording and get over to the Highvale Outskirts so we can show you how to get the helmet, and I will be right back. Okay, we are back. As you can see, here's Highvale, and right over here is the Highvale Outskirts, which we're going to enter now. Now, Highvale Outskirts is one of those very low-level series of maps, just like Solace Bridge Outskirts and Blood River Outskirts. And there are a lot of entry-level missions for new players in this map. In fact, if you go through this map, you're going to find a huge number of missions to do. It's really foggy today. But when I left Jaanaford, it was really foggy too. Normally this is really beautiful and stuff, and you can see a lot more. I was hoping you could see a lot more in this, but we'll sit around for maybe the fog will lift. Whoops, this guy wants to talk. Oh, okay. All right. I'm not gonna. He wants to give me some missions. So right away, when you're a brand new player, this guy's gonna give you missions. Let me just say right off the bat, this map with the monastery up in the mountains, which we can't see because right now you can see it's up there a little bit, is one of the most beautiful maps I've ever seen in this game. It is absolutely gorgeous. You follow this road up here. There are some elevators that will take you up to this monastery, this abandoned monastery where this follows all the events of Highvale. So all these soldiers have fled Highvale. They're hiding out in this monastery while the elves are attacking them and are after. They're trying to kill them, and they give you a whole series of missions. And some of these missions are pretty fun. Some of them are, they're missions. But the XP in this map is really fantastic. You'll get 5,000 XP for this, and 4,000 for this, and 3,500 for this, and 2,000 for this. A lot of different missions. I had Tiffany in here, and she was in here for 3 hours doing missions last night. Now, one drawback is this map is incredibly confusing. As of right now, there's no map to follow it. So, for instance, when I hit this, see, they're supposed to be adding the map that we can trace. But just like the Blood River Outskirts, it is so confusing to find. Now, I finally figured out that it's basically a giant circular loop. But you're up in the icy mountains, which are gorgeous, and then you're down in the valleys, and there's so much stuff hidden everywhere, and it's hard to find. I mean, it's just incredibly, incredibly hard to find, to the point where there's one mission that you have to find these 4 ghosts, and I finally just got fed up. I found 3. I can't find the 4th one. It's a needle in a haystack. I'm running all over the map for hours, and I just kind of got fed up. So my advice is on these kind of maps, when you're doing them, when you finally get kind of tired of doing them, just quit. Just leave. You can always come back later and do some more, working on it as you go. But don't do like I do and try, I want to complete the whole thing. I want to finish the whole map and be done. Don't do that, because these maps will drive you crazy. I'm going to bypass all the stuff in here on this character. I may come back later and do that, but I'm going to show you guys how to find what we need to do. Because in order to get that helmet, we need to find a guy named Sven. He's a huntsman, and he's in a hunting cabin. And he's going to send us on a little short mission to get this plate helmet of courage. So here's where you get placed in the beginning. Up here is this guy. Up here you go. See the elevators to take you up. The monastery is all this way up here. It's beautiful. Go on this map. Go through these monasteries. Look at all this stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff. You fight ghosts and everything else in here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around backwards here, and I'm going to go this way, down this road here. And I'm going to come to a little supposedly abandoned farm. That's one of the missions. We're supposed to do some stuff for one of the characters. We're going to skip all that. I want to take you to where Sven in his hunting cabin is and show you where that is. And we will do that. And again, all the other missions, and there's a whole load of missions in here. You can kind of do those on your own and have the fun of experiencing them and finding new things and all that stuff. But yeah, one of the missions is to come over here and fight some ghosts and get some materials for the people in the monastery. So we fight a lot of elves. There's a small kobold camp in the map. There's a lot of ghosts. There's some ice spiders up in the peaks of the mountains. I think they said that the mountains in this map are the highest mountains anywhere. Oh, really? This maybe where one of those stupid ghosts was I was supposed to find. Oh, there he is. Oh, there he is up there. Hang on, I'm gonna get a little bypassed here for a minute. guys on first. There we go. I hate that. Okay, here we go. The ghostly echo does not seem to notice you're there. Okay, there are 4 of these guys. This is one of them. I don't know if this is one of the ones I found or not, but I got that. Okay, sorry about that. We'll bypass. So this was the abandoned farm. We passed that. The road continues up this way. And what I'm going to do, we're going to be looking over in this direction over here. This road will continue on. There's an elf camp over here. We're going to bypass that for now. Right in the middle of the entire map is a giant lake. And if you get lost in this map, always keep in mind where that lake is and you'll be in okay shape. If you can identify where you're at in relation to the lake, you'll be okay. So the hunter and his cabin are right in this direction over here. And the easiest way to find it, get all these jokers in here. You can see how it goes back up into the mountains over here. Did I miss somebody over here? Sorry, sir, I didn't see you. There you go. When it gets to the flat part over here, you're getting close to the lake. You're right through those trees over there. It's a pretty decent sized lake, and there's several missions to do around that lake as well. So there's the lake. And what we want to do, you can see this, there's a little island out here. It's right out there. We don't want to go there though, we want to go over this way. And you'll notice, you'll see some of this stuff. There's the farmland and stuff like that. Monastery. So what we're going to be looking for is a chance to go up in these mountains up here. We're going to be looking for this mountain cabin right here. It's kind of up on a stilt. And this guy's got a couple of short little missions to give us. Here he is. You're not from around here, are you? I tell you because if you were, you wouldn't be wandering around outside like everything's good. What's your name, stranger? A lot of people ask you your name in this one. Wish I could give you a better welcome, but these days warrant extreme caution. What brings you to these parts? What's going to help? All right, here we go. I suppose I could use some help, actually. A glowing blue reptilian beast chased me into my cabin. I know this thing is also responsible for thinning out the game around here. I faced many a powerful beast in my day, but nothing like this blue monster. If you would hunt it down and kill it, I can resume making my living hunting regular, normal animals like nature intended. So there's a blue thing that's really close to him. And that is going to be right over here. You may have to wait for it to show up. So we're going to be right in this area, right in here when it spawns. So we will hold off and then I will come back when he shows up. Okay, we are back. And I see the blue beast. He just now showed up. It says glowing blue beast. It just popped up as soon as it turned dusk. So I think you have to wait till nighttime or when it gets pretty dark. So let's, oops, I didn't have my power on. That was stupid. I'm so excited to see this dude show up. That wasn't too hard to kill. Glowing blue beast. He's a kobold frostgeist corpse. And here we get the rogue kobold frostgeist skull. This particular map gives you a lot of, as I told you, you have a lot of missions. You also get a lot of these mission items too. A lot of them you get to keep as souvenirs, so that's pretty cool. Let's go back here and talk to Sven. Sven is actually out on his porch rather than wetting his pants. That's good. Earlier when I was waiting for that thing to show up, this guy was like, kept cowering, going, It's like, wow. Yes, rogue kobold. Let's see if it goes in the yellow. Here it is. Got 4,000 XP, 250 gold, received an item, rogue kobold frostgeist skull from the hunter. Now that is impressive. I've never seen anything quite like that. It's like it's made of ice, and yet it's not wet or even showing signs of melting. I think you might be the perfect person to get the plate helm of courage in working order. I found this old plate helm during one of my hunting expeditions out here. Even though it was pretty beat up, I could tell there was something special about it. I ended up taking it to Resolute to see if I was right. As it turns out, it was. The blacksmith there told me that this was a plate helm of courage, a finely crafted plate helm to be worn by only the greatest examples of courage. Unfortunately, the helmet was so badly tarnished and aged, it was virtually useless. When I inquired about fixing it, the blacksmith informed me they would require an enchanted copper ore to properly repair the helm. So I just took it back and kept it hidden here until I could find enchanted copper ore. I'll click on that. As you can imagine, enchanted copper ore isn't easy to come by. I did a bit of research, and the only place really to get enchanted ore is off a golem made of ore, an elemental that's made of the ore, or anything that is made of the ore and has been animated by magic. I'm a great hunter, but the things I hunt are natural and alive. I wouldn't know what to do against one of those animated ore creatures, but you would know how to handle a copper golem. Very recently, in fact, it was a fortnight ago, blah, blah, blah. He knows where one of these golems is, and it's going to be southwest of here. Let's go back down here. So we're going to go back fairly close to where we were at with that farm, the abandoned farm. Head back in that general direction. And right back behind that, see, there's the abandoned farm right here. I don't know if I can make it up this hill. We had to go around. There's that ghostly echo we talked to. Well, I didn't realize I was at the close. I could have just gone down that way. It saved a few steps. Oh well. So here's the road. It takes you back to that farm, and that way goes to that little tower. That's where we went. I'm going to go up this way, though. Up here in these hills. And there's our golem right there. Copper golem. I just got to beat the snot out of him. Okay. And here's enchanted copper ore. Now let me see if I need to go back and talk to that guy, to Sven again, or if I just take it straight to the... Hit my journal. Enough ore to have the blacksmith in the monastery repair the helmet. I just seek out this copper golem and get the enchanted ore and then see the blacksmith. So I'm going to say goodbye to Sven from here and head over to the blacksmith. So the way I'm going to get back there is I'm going to go through this this farm and head back to our little, where we started off this thing. There's a lot of ghosts over here. Jeez Louise, I don't want to fight all these guys. We could, but it's like, it's a pain in the neck. We'll go around them. There's another entrance to the map right up there. We're not going to go through that, but we will go up to that and then head back to the very beginning where we first entered. Or maybe I'm wrong about that. It is in this direction. Oops. I thought we had a road over here, but I guess not. That's okay. We're just going to go around the farm. We could go through the farm. We could decide to go around the farm. And here is the road that heads back to that the first guy that we met when we first entered this map. And I will exit until we get there. Okay, we are back. I am in the monastery next to the blacksmith. This is the guy we're going to talk to. I decided I don't want to spoil you guys by showing you all the monastery and everything. I want you to be able to experience that yourselves because it's really gorgeous. It's really worthwhile seeing. Let's just click on this guy so we can get through the end of the mission. Plate helm of courage. So I need to give him both enchanted copper ore and an wearable plate helm of courage. I get 5,000 XP for that, and I get the item. Let's see it. Let's see it. Where does it go? Oh, iron plate chest armor of courage. There we go. Next to that. Oh, here's the helm of courage. There we go. So it's really kind of cool looking. Let's go ahead and put it on him real quick just to see what it all looks like. And I'm not sure you can see out of that helmet, but there we go. All right, so he's got the thing of courage on there. That looks fantastic. So that's going to do it. Be sure to come here and do a lot of the missions. Some of the missions are pretty good. The map can be a little irritating, but don't let it get to you. Until next time, this is Greg 29407 along with Killdozer saying au revoir, and we will see you next time.